Hello, Craigster here, back with another update. So let's check out what I've managed to get done this time. So I have been working on a lot of little bits and bobs, but mainly the dock area needed doing. And I also needed to finish some of the water effect up that I'd settled with for the moat. So I wanted to try and get those bits done as well. And here we go. So what have I managed to do? I have built these little stalls. And I wanted to get like a curled up awning effect. And I used the colours that I had. And I built the wall. The gate. I tried a couple of different versions, but I settled on these ones in the end that I think work. So I've got some things like fishes and crabs, and then I went for a brick built door and included a nice little portcullis. Goes up and down. I'm going to change the fish above the gate as well because I think I'm going to use a black one. I've started doing the wall in this corner. And I started doing the wall here, just seeing what it's going to look like, make sure that it was all going to fit and work. And while I'm at it, I need to do something with the rock build. And this bit is where the keep's going to be built in, so I'm going to take that, so I'm going to try and put it here. I'm going to have to modify it, make it a little bit different, and work out how this is going to flow through the drawbridge and into the streets, where it's going to be like a medieval street. But yeah, I'm fairly happy with how the little stalls are looking and the way the wall's built. I might have to change the top a little bit. So I've done the water effect. I've sort of carried it on. I've got rid of the old one that was under the bridge, and I've just continued that the brick built version that I did for this end here. Just gives me more flexibility to put some detail underneath it if needs be. And I also added a couple of walls to the other side of the bridge. I just think it looks better than doing it in wood. So I come up with these little designs that seem to work quite well. And as you can see, I've added some spikes underneath, so if anybody was to try and cross at sort of the narrowest point and slip, they're going to get skewered. But yeah, I'm fairly happy with how they've turned out and how it's starting to look as you step back. Use the shield pieces as well, and a couple of other bits that I've got quite a lot of to just give some texture. So yeah, I'm fairly pleased with how they came out. I think it works quite well. Moving around here, I've done the little rock work that I wanted to do here. I did the seals in from the new Arctic set, and added a little beacon. Just thought it'd be quite cool to have a beacon in the middle of there that can be lit to help guide the ships in. And I'm quite happy with how that seems to have come along. Here are the steps. This is the build idea that I got from Dubsy Bricks, so thank you Dubsy Bricks for your tutorial on that. I didn't do a tutorial on it because Dubsy's already done it, so if you want to watch it, go and check out his video on that. I will put a link in the description. And I've started work on the keep and bringing it into the bottom of this gate here. I thought this would be a good little section to have a larder and an oven, because it's quite hard to get into and tucked away. It's under the walkway of the wall. Started tiling and just coming up with a basic design. Like I said, I was going to take the full white of the keep and do the whole thing white rather than have it staggered grey with 2 layers of white. It's going to be all white, so I've been busy designing that and a nice strong solid door at the back. Yeah, the idea behind that door is just to protect. There'll be a guard there to protect people from being able to sneak into the keep, because the keep will have access to this bottom floor will have access to the next floor up. And how you can see that I've done a bit more work refining the steps, changed the angle, well, added a few extra ones in actually, just to get it up onto that first floor correctly. Added in the cover of the walkway, and started building in this chimney. And then that way, there's a light brick in there as well for the fireplace. I took that was in the original one. So the only part of the sort of grey part of the area is that blending of where the chimney's going to be. There's a spiral staircase in from downstairs, but I'm alright with it so far. I'm not too sure how it's going to work out when I move it up, so I've kind of not really shown it off yet, or how that bottom floor finished off, because I'm not completely there yet. I did put some cobble effect that I used on the ramp. I've done that before on the Lion Knights modification ramp, so I've done that, and hopefully that will flow around into where the taverns, inns and stalls are going to be of the street. Obviously the keep's getting dismantled, so it's still in, but you can see I've done the wall work now how I would like it. As I said before, I'm going to change the fish out to a black fish, because I think that looks quite nice above the gate. I've also took the Sorcerer's Tower to show at the weekend, so there's no point putting it back, because I've kind of got an idea of what I want to put in that section now at the bottom of the Tony Field. So there's no point putting it there. I will get a mills plate put in, and then I can start sort of modelling where I want to go in that corner. So yeah, it's really coming together. I'm quite happy with how the keep's turning out, and its location, and the sort of grandeur of it as you come through the gate. Happy with the dock area and how they've turned out. And yeah, it's just getting much more of the shape and design I was actually going for. I'm quite surprised, because normally when I build something, it ends up looking nothing like I thought it was going to look like when I started. But this project seems to be going the right way for a change, and I'm quite happy with the layout. The big thing that I really will be focusing on is that I want that cobbled tavern street to just be absolutely right for me. I want to put some detail into that, and so I'll come back and do a lot of other detailing around once I've got that in, because I feel that's the biggest part of the actual project. Possibly the bits with the Tony Field and what I'm going to do in the bottom corner as well, but I've seen quite a lot of good ideas there. But there's a city nearby called York, and it has a street there that I'm very familiar with called the Shambles, and it's a bit like Diagon Alley, and it's that kind of effect that I really want as inside this medieval town. But yeah, I'm going to move the keep out. I'm going to keep building that up next for the next time, and get that mills plate in, and then hopefully we'll be a position to start work on that cobbled street, that Diagon Alley style medieval street. So once again, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please give a thumbs up. If you've got any comments to make, please do. And if you haven't considered subscribing yet, please do, because we've had a few joined, and it's always really helpful to know that people are enjoying what I'm doing, keeps me motivated. And yeah, thanks for watching.